everybody. Master Taint here with another war recap for you from Semper Invicta. This one was actually a really tough war. These guys were able to 2 and 3 star almost all of our bases, and as far as Town Hall 9s go, a lot of 3 stars, and we have some really hard bases to 3 star, so they brought it really hard, but unfortunately there were a few bases that got away from them, and as far as their side goes, you can see we were able to star all their Town Hall 10s, a couple 1 stars, but as far as Town Hall 9 goes, there were a couple bases that got away from us, but we were able to 3 star mostly everything, and that's what won us the war. So really good job, everybody. It's always fun to have tough wars. So the first replay I'm going to show you today is by Martinez versus their number 7, Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10, and it's got Valks in it, and I love attacks with Valkyries. So he begins by dropping a few hogs on this archer tower here, and as they path over to this cannon, they path in range of the CC, and they pull it out. Hogs go down, everything dies. Martinez takes it just a second, makes sure he's got the full CC. He sees the witch, and then he begins to pull the CC up to the top of the base here, drops a barbarian, and then drops his CC, which is 3 barbarians, 2 witches, and 2 wizards, also known as a 2-2-3. Very standard CC kill. If you don't know what's in the CC, this is always good to bring 2 witches, a couple wizards, and a couple barbarians, because it's going to be able to kill almost anything that is in there. If there happens to be a dragon, you might need your archer queen too, but yeah, it's always good to see. So he begins by dropping 3 golems on this side of the base with a few wizards in behind, some wall breakers to bust through the initial wall, and his heroes come in behind. Now the funnel has been broken, and his heroes are able to walk into the inside of the base. Some of his wall breakers went around places that he didn't want, got killed by the Inferno Tower, but that's just the way of life sometimes. Barbarian King goes in, starts beating on the Dark Elixir storage. All 10 of his Valkyries go in. Now notice he has a jump spell, but he doesn't use it here to get into the base. So he breaks through the first wall, takes out the enemy heroes, and the enemy Inferno Tower goes down really fast, and the other Inferno Tower is frozen. Now his Valkyries are going through, and they're going to clean up this entire core really fast. 10 Valkyries in a tight core like that is going to clean up. And see here, he uses a jump spell to exit the core. Now, if you're using ground troops, obviously a lot of times you get stuck in the core with your troops, and it's a really good idea if you're to bring a drum spell to get out of the core instead of getting into the core. Unfortunately for Martinez, 2 of his golems are on the bottom side of the base here with his archer queen, and everything else is on the right side of the base, so it's all going to die without too much tanking. His barbarian king goes down right here. He still has a witch and a couple wizards up there, but they're going to die really soon. Now the golems start moving towards the other side. His archer queen is busy taking away these little buildings here. Luckily, Supercell reduced the HP of these buildings, so the archer queen will be able to clean them up really fast. And yeah, the witch at the top dies, so now that's all that's left is 2 golems, his archer queen, and this 1 wizard, and they're all that he's going to need to clean up the rest of this base. I guess it was a little bit fortunate that these 2 golems survived, because they're going to be tanking this entire time. They haven't even busted into golemites yet, so yeah, there's going to be a lot of time that the archer tower and the cannon are going to be focusing on the golems and not on his archer queen, and she's going to be able to come in here and clean up everything really fast. Pops her ability right at the end, but time wasn't an issue, and this base gets taken down. So very nice attack by Martinez. Okay, and I do have some Town Hall 9 attacks I want to show you. We had some really cool attacks this war that we don't see very often. So the next one here is by Mason 3 versus their number 9. This is a GoWiWi attack with some back-end loons. Really cool to see attacks like this. So you notice all the air defenses in this base are in the core. So he's going to use a GoWiWi, come in, take out the entire core, and then have these loons to take out the outside defenses, which he does really well. Begins by dropping 3 golems. One of them was a max golem from his CC, and a few witches and a few wizards in behind. Now he had 4 witches and a bunch of wizards that all get dropped into this one space here. Some wall breakers go in, take out that first lava wall, and a rage spell goes down. Now look at this rage spell. All of his witches, all of his wizards, his archer queen, his barbarian king, and everything are sitting in this rage spell, going to be able to quickly take down the enemy CC. All the skeleton traps come out, and they're going to be able to bust through that initial wall. Notice again that he has a jump spell, but he's not using it to get into the core. Now he knows that having everything raged up here, he's going to be able to get in without the need of that jump spell. Now his barbarian king comes in, his archer queen, and all the witches and everything come in, take out the enemy CC, and begin their work on this core. It's really nice funneling. Everything gets into the middle here. The only thing that's on the outside of the base right now are 2 golems, which are sitting there tanking some stuff, doing exactly what they need to do. And he's got a witch that didn't make it into the core. So now you can see as the air defenses go down, he's got a few loons being dropped on these outside defenses. And again, the jump spell goes down to get him out of the core. It would have been nice if he had put it over both of the walls, but didn't quite make it. That's okay. It's enough to get out of the core and into the rest of the base. Now, the Tesla at the top left there did mess up his loons a little bit. He didn't get all those defenses down, but he has lots of DPS left. Unfortunately, the Archer Queen is left over here by herself, and she's going to go out and take a bit of damage because she has no tanking on her. But the rest of these defenses are going down the left side of the base. All that's left is the right side of the base, and the Archer Queen's going to be a hero and go do it all by herself because she totally has lots of health. That's a lie. Look how fast she dies to a cannon and a Tesla. Pops her ability. Now she's not going to be targeted for a few seconds, and she's able to come in here, take out the cannon, Tesla, and that wizard tower. The rest of the rest of his troops are moving their way around the base. This golem, a couple witches, and a wizard are making their way around. The Archer Queen is taking out a few defenses. She hits a giant bomb here, which kills her, but that's okay. Look at all these skeletons that are here. They're going to be able to take down all these defenses, no problem. But the golem also comes in and distracts the Archer Tower for just long enough to get it taken down. So very nice attack by Mason 3. All right, and the next attack I want to show you is by Pedro versus their number 17. This is an attack I haven't seen in a long time. It's a HoLoWiWi. I guess it's a needle HoLoWiWi because it's only using 7 loons. Begins by dropping 2 on the outside archer towers. Now these are only just in range of the air defenses, so he's going to be able to take down these archer towers without worrying about any kind of pathing to them later on, any kind of bomb issues. And then he drops the other 3 loons at the top, which are going to take down the base, take down the defense that was up there, and pull the CC. He also dropped a hog in behind the loons, and that's going to pull the enemy loons out of the CC. If you don't know what's in the CC, I know I always say don't put loons in your CC, but you have to make sure that you pull them out, especially if you're doing a hog attack, because they won't get pulled out to loons, and it's they can really mess up a hog raid. If hogs are sitting there attacking on defense, they can die really quickly. He has a standard CC kill, 2 witches, 2 wizards, and some barbarians. Gets rid of the enemy CC and drops his golem on the bottom here. Now notice he makes a really wide funnel, and also notice that he doesn't have a barbarian king. It's really important if you don't have your barb king that your archer queen, that you clean up the funnel really well for your Archer Queen. She has a really long range, and she has a tendency to go walk around the base. Now, the only thing that's left for her here is this elixir storage, and notice that there's nothing else, so as soon as she takes it down, she's going to move into the air defense, see the enemy Archer Queen beating on her golem, and she's going to take out the enemy Archer Queen. At the same time, now he's dropped his hogs in the top side of the base here, under a heal spell, and they're going to move through the base. Now, notice how compact the defenses are in this base, so he really wants his hogs to stay in one big pack through the base. They're going to be taking a lot of damage from a lot of towers at the same time. They did hit 2 spring traps at the same time there, unfortunately, so he did lose a whole bunch of hogs to that, but that's okay. He's got enough left over here that he's going to be able to take out the rest of the base. He still has 1 heal left, and there's really only 1 spot that a bomb could be, which was right there, and he popped it. There was a double giant bomb there. He lost about half of his hogs to it, but he still has enough left to take care of the rest of this base. His Archer Queen is still alive in the middle, taking out the clan castle right now. He still has a witch alive in the middle. It's going to be working on the enemy town hall. His hogs come in and help take out the enemy barbarian king. He still has a witch running around the outside of the base. His hogs are spread out. His Archer Queen runs through, and yeah, see what I was saying about using the jump spell to get out of the core. Now this witch is kind of stuck in the core. She's going to be shooting at walls for a while. His Archer Queen's going to be sitting there shooting at walls for a while, and for the rest of this raid, they're pretty much useless. Luckily, he's got these hogs left over, the witch's skeletons, and a goblin, so this base is going to be cleaned up really fast. Very nice attack from Pedro. All right, and the last attack that I want to show you today, they had a Town Hall 8. We have no Town Hall 8, so our bottom Town Hall 9 got the pleasure of destroying him, and he wanted to see how fast he could do it. So if you looked at the timer, it was 52 seconds. You subtract 3 for the countdown, so he destroys this entire base in 49 seconds with a LaLoonion attack. Begins by dropping 2 hounds on the air defenses, a line of loons in behind that, and a line of minions in behind the loons, and then he drops his CC hound from the top, which is a level 3 on this top air defense. Probably should have dropped it a little bit sooner because it doesn't end up dying before the end of the raid. But look at all these loons. They're going to come through. This base is already destroyed. There's almost no defenses left. There's a couple archer towers. There's a Tesla and the air defense, and those all quickly go down under all these rage spells. He's got lots of pups, minions, barbarians, his barbarian king. Everything is going to be running around this base, taking out all the defenses. So really nice attack. It's awesome to see a whole entire base destroyed in 49 seconds. All right, guys. Well, there's another recap for you. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Master Taint signing off, saying think smart, raid smart, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.